Shy Bro, Father James with Father Hank Lyon.
Night.
Today, January 20th, is the inauguration of the President of the United States of America, Mr. Hank Lyon.
Oh no.
You are the president of my soul.
Wake me up.
No. So, I want to talk about the office of the presidency, not so much about the presidency itself, and certainly not about, President Trump or President Biden, but the nature of awe and wonder and reverence and respect around the office, as well as around the office of the priest, the office of the Pope, and just the Catholic faith in general. There's certainly a sense of wonder and awe that is needed in our faith. And why this is significant, Pope Francis has a quote. He says, "Wonder attracts." And I was telling Father Hank, I was giving a talk Monday night on the call of the apostles and how they were amazed by Jesus. If you look at Peter and Andrew, James and John, Philip and Nathaniel, they're so astounded and entranced by the Lord in the face of just the supernatural that they can't help but follow Jesus. And so when we're attracted and when there's a sense of wonder in our faith and our spiritual lives, we're drawn into a more intimate relationship with God, and we become fuller disciples of Him. Whereas when things are just ordinary and drab, and we don't have to be impressed, then we just can slip into lukewarmness. And Book of Revelation says that God spews the lukewarm out of His mouth. Anywho, so Father Hank, who would you vote for? No, just kidding. Let's just get right into it here. No. So, wonder and awe. By the way, Saint Isaac the Syrian says the highest form of prayer is to stand silently in awe before God. In awe before
Nice.
God. I've actually been to an inauguration when I was in college. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's kind of a cool experience. And by the way, we're recording this before Thursday, so we don't know actually what's happening on the
Sure, it's
inauguration.
fine.
So yeah,
Sure,
God
everything's
willing.
fine.
Yeah, say a little prayer that everything's okay. But anyways, have you ever met someone like a celebrity or someone or experienced something, Father Hank, that has just like completely given you a sense of like wonder, amazement, stupefaction, anything like that?
As closest to a celebrity, one time in O'Hare, I saw Fred Armisen from a distance. That was kind of cool.
Wait, who? I don't know who that is.
Fred Armisen, he's from SNL and Portlandia.
So
I'm a newer
what did you
comedian.
do? What happened?
I did like a double take.
We're
pretty far
not
away, it was that
worthy.
bad.
We're not
Yeah.
worthy.
So that guy looks a lot like Fred Armisen. I think that is Fred Armisen.
Did you go up and talk to him, or
No.
Oh, okay.
I just kept to my simple plebeian self.
that's your biggest celebrity? I mean, Cardinal Supich is more of a celebrity, right, than Fred Armisen.
How about yourself?
So I met the Pope.
Ooh.
That was kind of a big deal.
That was Pope Benedict?
Correct. Met Pope Benedict. I was at the conclave that elected Pope Francis. Just like I was at an inauguration, so that was kind of a cool experience. I remember as in college, so I had an internship in the White House, and I remember I didn't like going to the Oval Office all the time, but the first time I went to the Oval Office, it was really amazing. I was just like, wow, this is incredible. I mean, this is arguably the most powerful man in the world, the most powerful political leader to have ever walked the face of the earth. I mean, you can make the argument the United States is the most powerful nation / empire to ever have existed in comparative terms, right? More powerful than Roman Empire was, more powerful than ancient Babylon, you know what I'm saying? The Holy Roman Empire. So, like, think this is the seat of the man who's leading this nation, this democracy. Really kind of amazed me. And then when I went to the Papal Palace as a seminarian and saw where the Pope was, that also floored me.
Hmm.
I didn't do like a Therese of Lisieux. Remember, what was Therese's thing with the Pope?
She was asking to be admitted into the Carmel at a young age.
Yeah, didn't she like attack him?
Oh, she just knelt in front of him as I think everybody was, but she just kind of like held on.
He's like kicking her away. He's, get this child off of me. So anyways, yeah, those are my experiences. How about with your vocation, Father Hank, when you were thinking about becoming a priest or maybe as a child, do you recall any experiences of being kind of amazed at the mystique or the mystery of the priesthood?
Something about it at an early age, like it dawned on me that the priest is just totally for God. Like his whole purpose and being is wrapped up in that mystery. And then something too of like, this sounds like a simple thought, but I just felt like if God exists and he is who he is, then why would anything else kind of come close to mattering the same degree, if that makes sense? You know, if God is all and everything that we know through revelation, then if there's a call to serve him totally, then there shouldn't be any like fear or anxiety about his providence kind of thing.
Yeah. I think priests, boys or men who are attracted to the priesthood, there's a sense of that fascination with this life. A man who's completely set apart for God. He doesn't live the ordinary life. But in other vocations too, there's this sense of fascination, right? A couple that's engaged, or you see this sometimes in a couple on their wedding, they're in awe of each other. Or when a baby is born, I remember seeing my nieces and nephews and my siblings in the delivery room, just how stunned they are. Like, we brought this life into the world. This is something incredible, something divine. And I think the challenge of a vocation, whether you're a priest or married or a parent or just a Catholic in general all your life, is how do you maintain that sense of wonder and awe before the Lord and before what he's calling you to? Because I think we need to. Again, if things are just ordinary, then, like I said, we're lukewarm and we get spewed out. So I think that's, I don't know. Well, do you have any suggestions, Father Hank, on how to maintain wonder and awe, whether you're a lifelong Catholic or married or a priest?
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak to the priesthood element, just because that's been focus of wonder and awe for so long. At IPF, that a little summer that they have seminarians do to kind of focus on priestly prayer and spirituality. One of the presenters talked about never lose your wonder, never lose your awe at what God has called you to, and kind of in a way creates you to be a priest. And Father Carci, the rector at Mundelein, was always good about that too, and he kind of framed it as a going back to Galilee moment. So kind of tying it back in with the disciples, is if you look at Peter. Actually, I was reflecting on this on my homily. Is that if you read St. Peter's letter, his second letter, like chapter 3, he talks about, God has given us all of his strength and power to participate in his divine nature. This is some heavy theological stuff that he's getting into. And yet, the first moments of Peter encountering Christ, he was like, Lord, depart from me, I'm a sinful man.
Yeah.
And we know,
right.
and we kind of follow Peter throughout the gospel of his ups and his downs as a disciple. And yet in that moment, Jesus saw in Peter, maybe in our Lord's own wonder and awe of just all that he would bring about in Peter's life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool bookends there.
Yeah, we need to maintain that wonder and awe. We need to be thunderstruck by God. As Catholics, I think praying, staying close to Jesus, we'll see how much he impacts us and how he makes us grow, how he deepens our faith. Husbands and wives, find ways to be amazed at one another in a good way. Parents, be amazed at your children, how beautiful they are. And be thunderstruck. God will love you. God bless.
Peace.